Welcome back to my animal education series. Today here with James at the Nashville Zoo. Hello. And today you're going to tell me about the eyelash viper. So where can you find the eyelash viper?
They range from southern Mexico up to northern South America.
And what kind of environments can you find them in?
I think they're primarily in like lowland tropical rainforest, although they can be in a diversity of different habitats. They're often found like edges of early successional forests and plantations and things like that, so they're a very adaptable snake.
And I've seen eyelash vipers in multiple different colors. And how does that help them camouflage?
So it's not a camouflage technically. It's an anti-predator strategy. So eyelash vipers are arboreal snakes, and the primary predator for arboreal snakes is birds. And birds typically hunt by sight. So they're looking for what's called a search image. So they want to identify a particular set of characteristics that they can use to be like, that's a snake, I'm going to eat that snake. Now, if you are a species and have a bunch of different colors, it's much more difficult for that predatory bird to identify that particular prey species as, good to go. So that's the theory behind the variation in colors found in eyelash vipers. And the theory is supported by the fact that a lot of different arboreal species, or snake species that are ambush predators, have similar characteristics. So, green tree pythons, emerald tree boas have that when they're smaller, the ontogenic color change, that they vary in coloration, as well as other species of boas and arboreal pit vipers. So that's the theory behind the different colors.
I believe a green tree python has like a blue face.
Yeah, there's lots of different colors. I mean, when they are given birth, green tree pythons usually are either red or yellow. So, and then they change as they become larger and less likely to be a prey item for a bird. That's the same thing with emerald tree boas and some other species of arboreal boas. But the idea is that if you're a smaller snake, that you're just sitting there, it's easy for a bird to see. If all you and your brothers and sisters are all different colors, it's much harder for that one bird to know what I'm looking for.
Especially like in rainforests with different plant matter and flowers and stuff. Like if it's bright yellow and it's around the yellow flowers, it'd be very hard to see.
Yeah, exactly.
And as we saw in the enclosure earlier, it was really hard to see it, even in those very small sticks.
Yep. And also, you have to remember that a lot of birds can see in different wavelengths than we can. Most birds can see ultraviolet, so we don't really know what the bird specifically is seeing, because maybe those different colors are actually giving off different wavelengths of light that we don't even know about. So
it's a whole different genetic camouflage and hiding technique.
When you're talking about camouflage, though, one of the main theories for the eyelashes, so the little modified scales above their eyes, is to break up the outline of the snake. That's one of the major theories. I mean, no one knows for sure. But if you can't actually tell it's a cylindrical snake, it's the sort of outlines broken up by those eyelashes, it's difficult to perceive it as a snake.
And that was one of my questions, is how they got the name eyelash viper.
Yeah, they have modified scales above their eyes. So like I said, it's probably anti-predator strategy. It also might be because they travel through thick undergrowth to protect their eyes. It also might be no adaptive significance at all, just a factor involved in their ecology or evolution. We don't know, but it's probably a camouflage association.
So what do eyelash vipers eat in the wild?
When they're adults, they're probably eating small rodents, birds, but also frogs and lizards.
And what do you feed them here?
Pretty much exclusively laboratory mice.
And about how long does an eyelash viper usually live for?
Ours is the one we have on display is about 12 years old. I think they can max out around in the late teens, maybe 20, but they're pretty long-lived.
And are they part of an SST program?
They are not. They're a pretty common snake in zoo collections and also in private collections because they're actually a pretty easy snake to keep in captivity. So.
And my final question is, what is one of your favorite things on this snake?
I think just their overall appearance and the variation in colors they have. Like when you have a litter of eyelash vipers, it's a surprise. You don't know what colors they're going to be. So it's
like yellow and red.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about the eyelash viper.
No problem.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram @Kenneth Shirk. As always, I'll see you next week.